What is up, guys, and welcome back to another exciting video. Today we're going to be talking about one of the internet's greatest mysteries, which is how to grow your YouTube channel literally from 0 subscribers. In this video we're going to be going over the top 5 ways that you can do this, and these are algorithm tricks and hacks that actually work. We're not talking about theoretical stuff. We're talking about the 5 things that allowed me to grow my channel from 0 to over 1.1 million subscribers in just 3 short years, and how you can actually use all of the information that I've learned over that time to immediately apply it to your channel. But make sure that you do watch this video all the way till the end, because this is going to be jam-packed full of everything that you need to grow your channel from literally 0 subscribers. But before we actually get into all of that awesome content, make sure you do 2 quick favors. If you like making money online and you want to be the next big YouTuber, make sure you actually tap that little like button for the YouTube algorithm, which we'll actually go over later in this video. It really does help show the video to a lot more people and actually expand the video's reach and make it be seen by more of you beautiful people. And also subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will be the first person to be notified every time we drop a brand new video. Also, shout out to our last 2 winners from our previous video. Every time you are the first commenter on any of our videos, you actually win a free course worth over $1,000. And if you actually get the answer to our daily riddle correct first in the comments, you win as well. And since you guys have been loving the riddle so much, we have a brand new one for today. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What are you? And whoever actually gets the answer correct down in the comments will again be the winner of a $1,000 valued course completely for free. So if you're thinking to yourself, just how in the heck do I actually get my first initial subscribers? Trust me when I tell you, you are not alone. The hardest part about YouTube is actually getting your first 1,000 subscribers. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on today, because once you have your first subscriber, or your first 100 subscribers, or your first 1,000 subscribers, you are in the 1% of all people that have ever lived, right? Because most people will never have any subscribers to their YouTube channel. So even having just 1 puts you in an awesome category. And you have to remember that everyone started from 0. Even PewDiePie, who now has over 100 million subscribers, started from 0. And if he can do it, then there's no reason why you can't too, if you have the right information. So if you want to stop feeling like all of that effort that you're putting into creating YouTube videos, or if you don't even know what you want to make YouTube videos about, or you've never even made your first YouTube video, if you're feeling frustrated and you want to start growing faster on YouTube, then these are the 5 tips that are going to get you to that point the fastest. Starting with number 5, counting all the way down to the number 1 YouTube algorithm trick that's going to allow you to grow your organic YouTube subscribership significantly faster than anyone else. Let's go. Tip number 5 is your YouTube videos have to start with what is called a hook. People use hooks in all sorts of media and all sorts of content out there. The news uses hooks to get you to actually click on news stories, and they use clickbait, and BuzzFeed became famous for this, and you can see it in all sorts of YouTube videos and advertisements and literally everything that you consume all day, every day. Why does this work? Because people's attention is extremely valuable and spread very, very thin. People nowadays actually have been proven to have an attention span at the level of, or even below, an average goldfish. And what this means is, since you get so many notifications on your phone all day, if you aren't able to actually capture someone's attention in a few seconds, you've lost them entirely. And this is the exact reason why you have to have a hook that actually catches a user's attention and actually makes them interested in learning more about your actual video. This is why so many YouTube videos actually use top 3s or top 5s or top 10s, because it structures the content, and generally what it does is people by nature actually want to see all 10 rather than not knowing how many actual tips there are. Knowing that there's 5 and counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 gives people a structure and allows them to be hooked in and led to the next piece of content very structured and in a way that people are comfortable actually absorbing that information. And also, if you notice, if you scroll back to the beginning of this video, I actually hooked you into it by answering the question that you are ultimately wanting to answer. If you're watching this video right now, you're either one of my awesome subscribers and I love you, or you're someone brand new who's never seen my channel before and you were searching how to grow on YouTube with 0 subscribers in 2020. The actual title of this video came up because of the keyword optimization that I did, which we'll talk about later on. But more importantly, I told you that this video was going to teach you exactly what you came here to learn. That is an example of a hook, and that is ultimately why you're still hopefully watching this video. Tip number 4 is you have to actually establish a connection with your viewers. And that can mean a variety of different things, because people come to YouTube for 3 reasons. They come to YouTube to be entertained, they come to YouTube to learn, or they come to YouTube to relax. And so you have to ultimately decide what your channel is going to focus on, and then you have to realize what actual form of connection you can make with your viewers. And if you don't know what to do, then go look at what the most popular YouTubers are in your particular niche. If you want to make a vlog channel, obviously that's going to go into entertainment. If you want to make a music channel that has bamboo sounds and the sound of rain and things, that's obviously going to be relaxation. Or if you want to make a how-to channel, just like the channel that you're watching, where I teach people how to make money online, how to work from home, how to grow their YouTube channel, then you have to actually understand how the most popular YouTubers structure their content and how they actually establish connection with their overall viewers. You can see I do things like answering all the comments down below that you guys have. Whenever you suggest new videos, I respond to as many as I can, literally thousands every single video. We use riddles and other fun little tools throughout the video to really engage people, because to me, forming the connection with you guys is the most important part. And I know some people just watch my videos because they want to learn how to do stuff, but I know that some other people, many thousands of you guys out there, watch my channel because maybe they like me as a human being, or maybe not, but I'm hoping that at least some of you do. And the fact of the matter is that YouTube literally is a mass opinion aggregation machine. And I'm gonna say that again, a mass opinion aggregation machine. You don't need to guess what type of content works on YouTube. Why is that? Because you can literally type in any search term or topic in the world and you can see exactly what YouTube viewers want to watch. How do you do that? You look at which videos have the most views. And I know that sounds obvious, but people overcomplicate this so much. You have an interest, you have a passion, something that you're interested about. Go type in that keyword into YouTube, look at what the most popular content is, and watch the content. Look at what types of tools and devices and things that those actual YouTubers do to engage their audiences. Are they responding to all the comments? Are they mentioning particular people? Are they doing giveaways and giving away courses and cash and money to make people feel excited about coming and watching, right? And the thing is, you can duplicate all of these strategies in your own content that you create. And once you start to watch all of the most successful YouTubers, you'll pick up little tips and tricks that they're using, and you can add them to your own videos that you make. And eventually, after you start making a couple of videos, it'll get easier and easier, and you'll just start to do these things naturally. Tip number 3 is you have to understand how YouTube actually shows content, right? There's 3 different ways that YouTube generally shows new YouTube videos, because the thing is, generally only about 10 to 20% of the people who watch your content are your actual subscribers. 80 to 90% of people that view your content are not yet subscribers, or they're seeing you for the very first time. This means that every video that you make, you should ultimately be making for people who've never seen you before and are not yet your subscribers. You wanna remind them to actually like the video, to subscribe to the video, because most people will do that if they actually find value from a video. But more importantly, you have to understand how YouTube actually distributes your content to new people. And while the YouTube algorithm is very complex and sometimes seemingly has elements of actual randomness, a lot of what YouTube does actually makes a lot of logical sense. Essentially, how YouTube videos go viral is YouTube will show your video first to your notification subscribers. If they all watch the video, click the thumbnail, and consume a lot of the content, then YouTube will show it to more of your subscribers. If all of them also give a lot of positive signals, they click on the thumbnail, they watch the video, for a large percentage of time, they engage with the video, what that tells YouTube is that video is probably interesting, and they'll start showing it to larger batches of non-subscribers interested in what that video is actually about. And if the video continues to perform with larger and larger segments of non-subscribers, that is how a YouTube video goes viral. Now, there's 3 different ways that YouTube actually shows videos to new people. The first is called suggested videos, the second is called browse, and the third is called search. Now, there are some other smaller ways that YouTube actually shows videos, like the home screen and things like that, but ultimately, all you have to know is if you want a video to go viral, there's 2 things that you really have to master. The first is called click-through rate, and the second is called watch time retention. If you can get a large percentage of people to actually click your thumbnail when they see it, right, when they get an impression of it, and you can get people to consume a large percentage of your overall video, those are the 2 things that you want to relentlessly focus on to to actually have your video have the highest chance of going viral. And if you have a video that goes viral, of course, you're gonna have more and more people who are actually subscribing to your channel since they're seeing you for the first time and obviously liking your content. And there is one more tip that we will share actually at the end of this video, which is another strategy that many popular YouTubers use, right? They'll save the best for last and they'll continue to actually bribe viewers just like you to watch and consume the entire video. Why do they do that? Because they want to increase what's called their watch time retention, which we just talked about. And that is why a little bit later on in the video, I'm going to be sharing my #1 tip to actually guarantee to give yourself the #1 biggest chance of going viral and thus gaining thousands and thousands of subscribers, even if you are brand new. So stay tuned until the end of the video because we are going to be talking about that next. Tip #2 is something called SEO. Now, the same way that Google actually organizes content for specific keywords on Google, YouTube does much of the same thing. You have to remember that YouTube is actually the second biggest search engine in the entire world, and it's trying to organize millions and hundreds of millions of different topics and videos, and the way by which it does this is what's called search engine optimization. When you first launch a video on YouTube, YouTube has no idea what that video is about. That's why you have to tell YouTube what it's about and what it's related to, and the way by which you do that is by making a keyword-rich title, you make a keyword-rich description, and you use keyword-rich tags. Now, the way that you do this is if you make a video about how to cook a steak, obviously you want to know what people are actually searching for when they're searching for how to cook a steak. You can use free tools like Google Keyword Planner. You can also type how to cook a steak into YouTube and see what other terms people are actually typing in using their autofill feature. And then you can actually go ahead and look at the #1 organically ranking YouTube video for how to cook a steak, read the description, read the title, and then you can actually use a lot of the same elements that they use in their title, in their description, and in their tags into your own video, because it's already been proven for YouTube to think how they designed their video SEO to actually be hyper relevant for the term that you're trying to rank for. Another pro tip is that YouTube automatically transcribes your video, and this is a huge one that I didn't actually know about for years. And so when you're making a video on how to cook a steak, for example, you want to actually audibly say the words "how to cook a steak" many times to prove to YouTube that you're actually talking about what the video is about and what the title and description are about in your search engine optimization as well. And for that same reason, that's why throughout this video, I've mentioned many different times how to grow your YouTube channel, complete beginner's guide in 2020, how to get your first 1,000 subscribers, how to grow on YouTube, how to grow on YouTube, how to grow on YouTube. And the #1 tip for how to grow on YouTube and get your first 1,000 subscribers as a complete beginner, and yes, I did just say it again, because I know that YouTube automatically transcribes these videos, is something that we'll get to in a second. But really quick, if you didn't already know, we actually have 2 additional brand new YouTube channels. Our first is called the Kevin David Experience. It's our top 25 in the world podcast YouTube channel that we just launched, and we're actually trying to grow, so I would really appreciate it if you guys click down below in the description and actually subscribe to that second channel. We bring on a bunch of awesome entrepreneurs and so much cool content completely for free for you guys. And our second YouTube channel is actually called More Kevin David. So if you just can't get enough and you want to actually learn more and newer ways to make money online and a bunch of different awesome content about how to set yourself free financially for the rest of your life, make sure you check out the More Kevin David YouTube channel and the Kevin David Experience podcast YouTube channel down below in the description, and subscribe to both of those. It would mean a lot, and I really appreciate you guys. And so without further ado, the #1 tip to grow on YouTube is reverse engineering what works. And what I mean by that is you don't have to guess. You don't have to guess if you're making content about fishing, if you're making content about video games, if you're making content about how to make money online. You can literally look at what works because YouTube is telling you what works. YouTube tells you what type of thumbnails work, what type of titles work, what type of content works, what type of descriptions work from an SEO perspective. Do you want to actually include the word "how to make money online" in your title? Do you want to include the words down in the description? Don't let yourself get overwhelmed by all of this, because what you can do is you can literally look at what's already working for other people who are having a huge amount of success on YouTube, and you can take those strategies, you can make them your own, and you can implement those in all of the different videos that you actually go out to create. And that is the #1 thing that will actually propel you and accelerate your massive success starting your YouTube channel from complete scratch. And so if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos just like this, you have a playlist of brand new videos coming to you live in 3, 2, 1. Click the middle of the screen. See you guys there. Peace. Click it. Come on, click it. Do it. Click the playlist. Okay, you don't have to, but I promise you'll like it. Click the playlist. See you soon. Peace.